cause I watched you like a parallax. For the better, I was slow to keep up, plus you a keeper. You motivated and forced me to be a leader. And a teacher taught me be a believer. Said roll with those on your path, the rest will know how to reach you. And thank you for being there for me. I need the fruit of your love, so come and pair with me.
What's up, everybody? Win Radio. I'm once again Kevin Mumford. We in Murfreesboro at the MTSU campus, and we're doing another Nashville Industry Spotlight. And today we have artist, businesswoman, entrepreneur, Lordgoldie. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, sir. I'm good. Appreciate you having me. Yo.
Thank you for being here. So what got you into music in the first place?
Man, you know, I was writing ever since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I started with poetry. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I had one of the mothers that played, you know, old school every Saturday while she was cleaning up. So, I don't know, I took a good taking into music when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My uncle used to bring me in his room. I listened to rock with him. My granddad would play his organ, and I listened to jazz with him. So, I always took a liking to music. I don't know, it's just always been in me.
So I hear a lot of artists say that they kind of start off with writing poetry. What is it about poetry that kind of manifests for you?
Well, it's kind of like if you write poetry and then you rhyme it, it just sounds like rap then. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, but you go more deep into it when you're a poet as from being just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because some rappers just look at it as a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, hence you see how the industry going today. Everybody sounding the same. They just like, but this what's make us money. But it ain't a lot of people that's like Kendrick or Cole that are actually like poets. Pop was a poet, you know what I'm saying? That's my number one, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And just saying shit like being a rose, growing through concrete. Like, people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, shit, you blossom. You know what I'm saying? Well, not to say Pac was from the bricks. I really don't know if Pac lived in the bricks or not, but some people from the bricks may feel like that. Like, I blossomed out of the bricks, and look at me now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it could be somebody that owned that building right there that stayed in the projects. You feel me? So, I don't know.
So, you know, a lot of they have these local artists that they listen to growing up that was from here. In Nashville, you don't think of hip-hop or R&B, you think of country. So what were the local artists you were listening to growing up?
Man, we had a hell of a scene when I was coming up in the 90s. You know, I'm not old, fuck y'all. But anyway, can I cuss? I mean, okay, cool. Sit this walk down. But people like Pistol, Boogie, Kwani Cash, Mika B, Nina Ross. It was a hell of a scene here that influenced me, and we always been in studios, whether it was something on Music Row or somebody had something in their house or in their basement or something like that. So I don't know, it's just been the Music City, and we just always had the door shut on us when it comes to like R&B or hip-hop. Well, R&B got a little shine through Silk and India.Arie. You know, Shannon Sanders did his thing, and that's another local artist I was listening to coming up. He's the big man at BMI now, so, you know, it's a lot of changes that we need as far as this industry, but like, it's always been a scene here, always.
So what made you go from writing music to wanting to perform it?
I guess when I got kind of like in high school, you know what I'm saying, I kind of started in halftimers being a dancer. Well, foot soldier first, then in halftimers. And if people don't know what a halftimer is, it's the people that dance during a halftime of a basketball game. Okay. So we had competitions, and so that was my first experience with performing in front of people as far as, you know, just dancing. But once I got with a crew in high school, which we was called TFP, mean Thuggin' for a Purpose. At first we was Ice Water Records. Don't ask. I don't know. We wanted a chain with a cup and ice in the cup, and we want diamonds all through the ice. I don't know. I guess it was like we was Cash Money, No Limit fans back then, so that's what we was attracted to. But shit, we just wanted to get our music out there, and it's crazy. Every show we did, not every show, but every show we did as a team, it damn near leading to a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like the south side and the east side always be warring because we was the biggest sides in the city. So, but I don't know, I guess that's just what came with it. You know what I mean?
So now, you said you started off in a group. Did that kind of like give you like a little more confidence as far as performing?
Yeah, for sure. Performing, shit, rapping, period. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we all, shout out to my homegirl Angie, like we would be writing raps and we'd say it to each other or whatever, and we was like, okay, we need to make this a thing, because we'd be in school like beating on the tables, everybody just spitting, whether it's something you wrote or something off top of the dome. And so we just came together, started going to the studio, just trying to make it happen, just finding producers to work with. And but before I got out of high school, we broke up. So, but when I got out of high school, I went to SAE and just kind of continued my path a little bit on it, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you mentioned the SAE. So how important do you think schooling is for an artist?
It's very important, but understand this, we're in an age where it's a lot of knowledge just in your pocket because of your phone. So I know a lot of engineers. One example, my brother Track Burners, he learned one of the biggest studios in the city, one of the biggest engineers, one of the best engineers, and he learned everything through YouTube. So I call YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, education is important. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go always and spend 30, 40,000 just to get it when it's in the palm of your hand or on your computer. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you want to be held accountable, go to school.
Now, another aspect of the music business is networking. So how do you go about networking in Nashville?
Man, I'm on every scene. It don't matter what it is. If it's Nashville, not just country music, having something at BMI. If it's the Christmas parties is a big thing I do, because in the city, like we'll hop from the BMI Christmas party to this thing called Solid. I don't know if people know a lot about Solid. Don't let me explain what the acronym is, because I'm gonna mess it up. NSAI, the National Songwriters, it's something. But every time it's something going on, I go in and I make myself known, my presence known, you know what I'm saying? Whether I got my cards, whether it's just us being on Instagram. Networking is one of the biggest things you have to do to keep yourself relevant and to make these, just to meet people and build relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how we've been breaking barriers around here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get past, like I said, like the hip-hop band and shit like that in Nashville, so.
Now, how do you also manage artists? What made you go into that realm?
Man, I don't know. Like, my first artist is Odessa Moon, and I just seen her kind of like struggling with what she want to do. So I just like, let me manage you. I don't know why. Maybe it was God, but I don't know. And I'm still at the point, like years later, where I'm still trying to figure this out. And now I'm just like, oh, I need a team now, like, because shit is getting hectic. But it just, I don't know. I just took a liking to what she did, and I know she felt like nobody understood her, but I did. But I found out later that I still wasn't understanding some things, but it was all like a learning curve. So, you know, I started with her, then I started managing this other chick, this Italian chick named Taryn Culture. They both were just like in the artist development phase. And then like last year, like late last year, I started managing Vibe, V-I-B, no E, and they're R&B duo, two guys. One is from South Carolina, the other one is from Massachusetts. And I met the one from Massachusetts by the name of Nate. He plays in my band. He's our musical director. He plays keys. And so when they put their music out, and they did a couple shows, and they up and left and went to New York, and I was like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So when they came back, you know what I mean, I just like, you know, shit, they the full package, I just need to connect the dots, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I just kept the manager journey going on, and I feel like it'll be something like these management companies around here, like a Novo or AGD. One of the black ones is, I think it's Black Sheep Society. They manage Sadie Mack and Namir Blade.
Okay.
I think, don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they call. So I'm just trying to, I don't know, just trying to help people connect the dots. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you mentioned artist development, which is something you don't hear much about, so I want you to expound on that. What is artist development in 2021?
It's basically taking somebody with potential to another level, you know what I'm saying? Not even just getting to their greatest potential, but you help them with that, whether it's they need help with their writing, they need help just musically anyway, as far as whether I'm in the booth and I need help with my cadence, do I need help with live performances, do I need help with the way I present myself, with branding, with stuff like that. It's just taking a person and say, like, you meet that guy right there that's walking and he's singing and stuff, like, yo, you sound good. He was like, yeah, I like to sing, but I don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So you taking that person and you trying to help guide them, and you know what I'm saying, seeing if they can figure out what they can do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Now you seem like a person who understands the music business side just as well as you understand the music side. So how important do you feel it is for an artist to know the business side of the music industry?
It's very important, because that's how you know that you're not getting over. You're not a person's not getting over on you. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the reason why I went to SAE is because when I was in that group in high school and stuff, we'll go to different producers, different engineers, and they'll, you know, record us, you know, charge us an arm and a fucking leg, and the music sounds like trash. So it was important for me to go to school and learn these things, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, YouTube and all that stuff wasn't a thing back then. You feel me? So as far as being an artist, and of course you want to have that team around you to help you with that, because it sucks being an artist and trying to be creative but you worried about the business side. So you need to know what to expect and what you need as far as from your team as an artist.
You hear that, like you mentioned your brother learned as far as producing from YouTube. As far as like learning stuff you want to know from your contract aspect, I think that's something you can also learn from YouTube as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all kind of people out there that you can follow, and as far as music wise, they put out books. I think one of the guys is Ari Herstand or something like that. He got a book called All You Need to Know About the New Music Business, and then we also got the lawyer that's got a Bible to the music industry. It's called All You Need to Know About the Music Business, and he puts out an updated series like every 2 to 3 years or something like that. I think we're on like the 9th, 10th edition of it, but yeah.
So what all you got coming out now?
Man, so I got my first country hip-hop track that we doing. It's called Sunday Fun Day. It features my brother's foundation and one of the artists I manage, Sean, but he goes by Mr. Pop Soul on Instagram. He's one half of Vibe, and Nike's produced it. Definitely want to. I feel like that's a thing that's coming up ever since the Lil Nas thing. So I feel like we from Nashville, so I feel like we gonna have a better chance at making this something and keep it there. But I don't know. It's just something to I don't know, put out there and see where it goes. But
so now you're merging hip hop and with country. You know, there's also two different cultures that usually conflict with one another. So how do you think they can kind of?
They can't. I mean, they already got a thing called hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Which is like country white boys doing hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are like, well, not most of them. Some of them like run with Trump, and you know, some of them had their Confederate flags and stuff like that. So I'm just like, y'all doing this, and y'all don't want to accept us in our city doing the same thing. So ain't nothing for me to try to infiltrate the industry here and see what we can get out of it with that, you know what I'm saying? And then I got a few other tracks to follow up with it. So if it's a good thing, and I got something under wraps that could be a great thing as well. I can't say much about it because I signed the paperwork saying I couldn't. Gotcha. You feel me? So, and that's another thing. A lot of people like to breach their NDA. So, you know about your business, you can't breach that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one thing. I got other few singles underlay with EJ the Maker. I got a whole about 5-6 songs I've done with my band. We took my tracks and kind of just like remixed it. So say like I put out this song called High Low. We call it like trap jazz. You know what I'm saying? And my drummer Yuri and my key guy Nate, they produced it. But live, we really play it like a jazz rendition, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we just went into the studio like in 2019 and redid all these versions to these songs. And then, you know, 2020 threw a wrench in a lot of people's plans.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we were supposed to be on tour, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to put that project out, but it was just like, oh, sit down, reevaluate, reinvent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't put that project out, but now it's to the point where when we did Sunday Fun Day, I was just like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what we finna do. So we about to put that out. Vibe just put out a video with a collaboration with Goddess Whiskey, and the song is called Amber. And so Amber represents kind of like your vices.
Okay.
But it can be like, that's why it can be like for a liquor or I don't know if you do coke or if you got a shopping addiction, like, you know what I'm saying, just anything like that. And then it just went well with Goddess Whiskey because it's like, you know, Amber, you think of a drink because he wrote it while drinking an amber, but it was an ale, a beer. But for it to be liquor, they just kind of go together. And then I don't know, the history is there. The history is there. It's gonna be legendary once it gets to where it needs to be.
Now, lastly, can you tell everybody how can they find you on social media?
And y'all can find me everywhere at Lordgoldie615. You know what I'm saying? If the 615 ain't on there, it's just Lord Goldie, especially on streaming services.
All right, Lord Goldie, thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is Lord Goldie. I'm Kevin Mumphrey, and we run radio, and that's a wrap.